What's going on, guys? Anyway, basically on today, the last slate for the regular season, it's completely different than any slate, even way different than yesterday. So what I wanted to do is wait as long as possible before I make a video and put it online, because I knew there would be so many people out today. So right now it's 4 o'clock, so I just wanna wait any longer. So I will try my best. This slate, the way I do it, is completely different than any other slate. So wherever that it reaches to, hopefully I will be able to help you guys the best that I can, because this slate is completely different than any other slate, because most of the players that are in the playoff are not going to play tonight because they're already seeded, or they need to rest them, and they're gonna try their best not to play them, so they won't get hurt, and let them get ready for the playoff. So basically the way I'm doing this slate is, forget about segment 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm just gonna go ahead and give you guys the players that I think you guys should focus on, the type of players you guys should be focused on, and of course how to approach this game. So alright, so let's go to it. The way you guys should approach this slate is basically try to figure it out what team. It's only basically 2 teams that's in the East that are fighting for the last spot. So for sure those teams, the players will play. So you have to focus on those 2 teams in the East. And the next thing is to focus on team that's still trying to either move down or move up, because they don't want to play certain teams. So mostly that's gonna be in the West, where you have like the Spurs. You have to those kind of team. You have to focus on those kind of teams. So if you don't know the standing yet, you might want to check the standing before you making up your lineups, and see what team that's still trying to either move up or stay where they're at, or move down, so they can face a team they think they have a better chance against. Alright, so and then of course in the East, there's still as far as the seeding, basically you don't have to worry about it as much as the West, but you still have to. But the main focus in the East is you have the Bobcats, where they're the Hornets now, and of course Detroit. Those are the 2 teams. They are still, so if Detroit lose, they're basically out of the playoff, and if unless Hornets lose too. But if Hornets win and then Detroit lose, then Detroit is out of the playoffs. So that's a very important game for both teams, and the fact that they both are playing, I believe, at 8 o'clock, that's really a good thing, because let's say if Hornet was playing at 8 and Detroit was at 10:30, then Hornets lose, then Detroit wouldn't even worry about playing that game, playing the starters. So that's basically it, guys, as far as that part of the scenario I want to tell you guys about. So as far as players, what you guys need to look for is basically a lot of players that probably never would play, or only play like about 5-10 minutes. Most likely today will play, some of them will play close to 40 minutes or even more. Alright, so as far as my cheap list, that's what I started with, but it's not that anymore. Alright, but I'm still gonna show it to you guys, but it's not that anymore, and I will talk more about it. So I had like players like Erson, which I still like, should see a lot of minutes today, will be one of the main scorer for tonight. Smith for also the same thing, did decent last game, but if the main guys are out, should do better. And Fraser, he could play 40 plus minutes tonight, and we all know he can go off. And McConnell, it's time to shine, because he will see a lot of minutes, and is also another player that can put 40 even fantasy points on the night like tonight. And Coulson, if he get the start, I like him a lot. Alright, so that's another guy you guys should pay attention to. Even if he doesn't get the start, should play a lot of minutes. Another player that I like is Wilson from Milwaukee. Could also start. Harkless, he could play. And O'Quinn, Holiday, and from Indiana, and Tyreek Evans. Those are some of the players that I like. But there are a lot more cheap players, and you will see that as I go to the DK website. Alright, so let's go to the DK website, guys, so I can give you guys a lot of other cheap players that you guys can use, that probably you're gonna need to have some of those guys in your lineup for you to have a good to great night, or for you to even cash. So let's go ahead and go over that right now. Alright guys, like I said, this is a list of a lot of the cheap players that you guys can use. This is not a team, guys, this is just a list of some of the cheap players. So the other list I will show you, plus those guys, and some of them is already on the other list, but some of those guys, those are the guys that you should use somewhere in some kind of way in your lineups. So let's go ahead and go over that list. You have Holiday, I already go over him from Indiana. Evans, also it's on the other list. And you have Evans the third for Golden State. He had a great game last game. Nobody probably never heard of him, but he had a great game. So that's what's going to happen at the end of the year. Coulson, I already talked to him in earlier. O'Quinn is another guy that will get the start. Seth Curry, he probably going to be one of the main scorers tonight. Love Jang. Greg Monroe is another guy that I love. And other cheap player that I don't mention is also from Golden State. You have Gobert. So let's go to Golden State real quick. A lot of guys gonna be out. So you have Quinn Cook, Looney, Gobert. All those guys will see significant minutes tonight. And Philadelphia, you have Bowman, should see significant minutes. And one guy I didn't mention, that if this guy start, most likely I will have him in a lot of places. And that, let's go to center, and I'm talking about Ken Birch. I'm glad that he's powerful in center, because most likely tonight the winning lineup will have at least 4 centers. What I mean by 4 center is players that play both center and power forward, or that play center only. So like you have players like so that's some of the things you gotta have to watch with Ken Birch. If he get the start, man, at 3.5k, this guy can put a lot of points. So that's another play. O'Quinn, Seth Curry, all those guys here can even put 40 to 50. So tonight most likely will be a high scoring game. So now that's the list of the cheap players. Alright, so let's go over the list of the expensive players, because I also have a list of the expensive players. So and then as far as some of the expensive players that you guys should have on your lineup, you have Trae Young, most likely will play tonight. He's out of the playoff, didn't play last game, so there's a chance they're gonna play him tonight. And you have Russell in the playoff, but I think he's still trying. Again, guys, this is not a team, because as you can see the salary, it's over. I'm just showing you the list of players most likely I will use with the cheap players, so I can construct my lineup. Alright, so DeRozan still fighting, trying not to get to the 8th seed, so that's another one you need to watch. Could play. Cornet could go off against Detroit, and even though they're out of the playoff, they can still make a difference by kicking Detroit out of the playoffs. So Luka, I'm not sure if he's playing tonight, but if he does play, that's a guy you should definitely take a chance on. He might want to play if they're gonna play, just to have one more day with Dirk. So Aldridge, Spurs, with those, and basically the same thing. That's another. Walker definitely in play, because him and Drummond in that list is basically almost a must. Those guys most likely could be 50%, because those guys gonna do everything they can, especially Orlando is a team. They're gonna try to go against that is in the playoff, and Orlando I don't think Orlando probably don't care because they're in the playoffs, so that's the reason they could be seeding Vuk. But regardless, Walker should be able to bring it. Drummond, the same thing. So those guys for sure is guys that you want to see. And also any players on those two teams, I'm talking about in Charlotte and Detroit, those players should see the regular minutes. So those are the guys that you want to play. So the best team that's all in the playoff that's not looking to move up or move down, those teams are the team you need. The stars most likely won't play and you need to avoid. And the other teams that are not in the playoff or that are still trying to get better seeded or whatever else it is, those are the guys you guys need to watch on. Anyway guys, that's basically it guys. Thank you again. I will continue to do the playoff till my vacation, which is on the 2nd of May, and I'm not sure if I will be able to do it where I'm on vacation. If I can, I will do it, but if not, I will do it when I get back. Alright, so good luck tonight guys. I will definitely play a lot because there could be some overlay too. I'm not sure because most people, because of all those crazy notes, they have to pay attention to things. They might not play as much, so we'll see. Anyway guys, good luck. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for everything, and I will continue to do my best to put contents out there, and I appreciate you guys. Please subscribe because I'm here to stay, and don't spend money that you guys cannot afford to lose. And I am out.